What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and honestly, I don't remember the last time I was this excited to start up a new series here on this channel, guys. Today, we are going to be playing Pokemon Go. This is episode 1 of what I expect to be a very long series, and it's going to be something fun and different because it's going to get us out of the house. It's going to take us to crazy new places, and we are literally going to be going on a Pokemon adventure, not just within the game, but also around Orlando, where I live, as well as other areas around the world in search of some of the best Pokemon and to become the best trainer. So I'm really excited about this. I seriously cannot wait. I've been playing this game. Obviously, it came out a couple of days ago. I've been playing it for a couple of days, but as you guys can see, we have a brand new account right here. I'm going to be playing it all with you guys. We're going to have our own character. I'll keep you up to date with all the Pokemon we catch and stuff like that. And it's going to be really, really cool. Like, I'm a kid at heart. I love video games, and I've never loved a video game more than Pokemon. Back in the day, back in the 90s, early 2000s, I played the crap out of Pokemon, and I'm so excited and just giddy to have it back in my life again in such a big way. And this thing, it's making waves, man. Like, it's literally changing the world. Like, you'll see people walking down the street in their Pokemon attire searching for Pokemon. I think it's so cool. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. I hope you guys are excited. If you are, hit that thumbs up button, and here we go. All right, so this guy says, did you know that the world is inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon? Pokemon can be found in every corner of the earth. Some run across the plains, others fly through the skies, some live in the mountains or in the forests or near water. I have spent my entire life studying them and their regional distribution. Will you help me with my research? This doesn't really look like Professor Oak. I'm not sure who this guy is. That's great. I was just looking for someone like you to help. You'll need to find and collect Pokemon from everywhere, and now choose your style for your adventure. So here we go, guys. We're going to choose it for a guy or a girl. Obviously, we're going to be a guy here. Go ahead and select that. Now, let's check out the character customization. So they do have some options here. There's nothing really too crazy. I'll make us a little bit more tan than we actually are, because we are going to be going outside and getting a suntan. So that's going to be pretty cool. As for our hair, brown, blonde, red, blue. Oh, wow, they have some reds and blues. I think we're just going to go with brown. We're going to go with some blue eyes. For our hat, what do we want here? There's a yellow option. Not really too many options. I would expect over time they kind of start to bring in more customization and more features to the game in general, but obviously this is kind of like the first release. Let's see what we've got for clothing. Alright, so you guys will find out as we play along, and I'm thinking about doing like a tips video for this, because I've actually figured out quite a lot of stuff. The game's kind of complicated if you hop right into it. There are 3 teams you can choose to join, and I think we're going to go with Valor, so we're going to stick with the red here. Some of you guys might understand what I'm talking about there, but yeah, we're going to stick with the red sweatshirt, the red pants. Do we have any options for red shoes? We do not. We have green, yellow, or orange. I guess orange would probably be the best there. And then for the backpack, black one, yellow one, red one with green. I think we're just going to go with black. That looks good to me. We are all set. Let's get it, baby. All right. There's a Pokemon nearby. Here's some Pokeballs. These will help you catch one. All right, guys. Here we go. So, the age-old question. Who are we going to go with? Charmander, Squirtle, or Bulbasaur? I'm a big fan of all 3. I like all 3, especially 2. Bulbasaur isn't really my favorite. I'm sorry for any of you guys who are Bulbasaur fans out there. Charmander and Squirtle have always been my favorites, and I think we're going to have to go with Charmander. Charmander's always my #1 choice for the most part. Obviously, I played through like Pokemon Red and Blue a million different times, so I have switched it up, but Charmander was always my favorite out of all of them, and I feel like he's kind of the best. So here we go. Use your camera to find Pokemon in the real world. Uh-oh. Oh man, you guys are gonna see I got like a McDonald's cup, my Astros, all kind. It's so cool, isn't it? All right, cool. So we've got Charmander right here in the middle of our turned off monitor. You guys can see there's the rest of my screens. It's kind of cool, right? But anyway, we've got Charmander right here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this Pokeball. There are some tricks to this that I'll tell you guys about, and again, that'll be in the tips and tricks video. And we're gonna try to catch him. So boom! Oh, he jumped right into it. Congrats, buddy! You just played yourself. And we're going to see here if he's going to be caught. Of course he is. It's our first Pokemon. They're going to make it easy. As things go along, we get better Pokemon. They're going to start hopping out of those balls. It's not going to be a good thing. You guys can see we got 100 XP for Pokemon caught, 500 XP for new Pokemon. as well as 100 of the jar vial stuff, as well as 3 Charmander candies, which is pretty exciting. And boom, there we've got it. The Charmander's added to the Pokédex. Now, one thing that's a little bit different from the actual like Game Boy versions of Pokemon is that you can catch more Charmanders, you can catch more Squirtles, and you can catch more Bulbasaurs out in the wild. So don't be upset if you guys want to see some of those other ones. You can even catch like Charizards and Venusaurs and Blastoises right off the bat. So it's nothing crazy. So boom, there you guys have it. Stardust is what it was called. So he's a fire type Pokemon, 14 kilograms. 0.76 meters. You guys can see his CP is 12. That's combat points. It's kind of how powerful they are. It's essentially kind of like their level in this game. All right, so congratulations. You've caught your first Pokemon. Good stuff, boys. You're such a talented Pokemon trainer. What should I call you? All right, so we're going to try... I don't think this is going to work, unfortunately. The game just came out a couple of days ago, but I don't think that's going to work. Oh, it might. Somebody hasn't taken T. Martin yet? Oh my gosh, I was gonna say, that was gonna be so cool. Alright, so we're gonna have to go with something else. What about T. Martin 2? Because that's where this series is being played. Come on, baby. That name isn't available either? Oh, man. What about Pokemartin? That's gotta work. Alright. Oh, cool. What a cool nickname. Nice to meet you. You're going to need more Pokeballs and other useful items during your exploration. You can find these items at Pokestops. We'll talk about that in the future. They're found at interesting places like sculptures and monuments. From now on, you'll be off exploring all over the world. I hope you get out there and catch Pokemon and register them in your Pokedex. It's time to go. All right, now it's time to walk. Move in the real world to move your avatar. Alright guys, so this is where it gets really, really crazy. This is where video games meet real life. You guys can see our little guy walking around right next to the water here. And what do you know? We're in the backyard right next to the lake. How crazy is that? So you can walk around the world in different real life landmarks or different gyms and Pokestops and all kinds of stuff like that, which is pretty cool. So I figured we could come out here and maybe find some water Pokemon down by the water. It doesn't look like there's anything. You can actually use this thing down here to see which Pokemon are nearby and how far they are based off of those footprints. That's another thing we'll go a little bit more in depth on in the tips and tricks video. But one thing I will tell you guys you can do if you want to catch some Pokemon right off the bat is you can go to your items, you can use your incense, and you're just going to go ahead and throw that out there, and for the next 30 minutes, it's kind of like a, not repel, what's the opposite of the repel in the Pokemon games? I can't remember, but it attracts more Pokemon to you, and you guys can see that here in a second, we should have some sort of a Pokemon show up. Every other time that I've used one of these, they've shown up automatically. I don't know if it's not working or what, but we're going to wait here for a second and see if we can attract one of these bad boys. Aha! Looks like we've got a Zubat that took the bait. So this is going to be our first ever Pokemon that we've encountered, which is pretty exciting. You guys can see, ooh, look at him right here. Look at that! That is so crazy. Are you kidding me? What in the world? Alright, so we're going to use our Pokeball. We're going to throw it at him. I'm doing this left-handed while holding a camera. It's not easy. We've got a boater in the background while we're sitting here trying to catch a Zubat. That's so funny. Anyway, I switched over to my right hand. We're going to see if we can be a little bit more accurate here. Try to line it up, get it in there. Boom! Looks like we got him. That was the ticket right there. So we're going to see, make sure it rolls the 3 times. You guys know the deal if you've ever played Pokemon. Boom! We got him. And we have now caught ourselves a Zubat, which is incredible. So you guys can see we've got 100 more Stardust, we got 3 Zubat candies, and 600 total XP for the catch. He's going to be added to our Pokedex. And would you look at that, boys? If we take a look at our Pokemon here, you guys can see we've got 2 of them. A CP12 Charmander and a CP10 Zubat. And do we have enough Stardust to upgrade yet? Alright, so this is another big thing. I'll leave you guys with this at the end of the video. Powering up makes your Pokemon stronger. It's kind of like leveling them up, and then you can also evolve them. Now obviously powering up increases their stats a little bit. Evolving it helps it the most. So if you're in it for the short game, I would say save up till you got 25 candies and then evolve him, and that's going to give him the biggest boost. But if you want overall the best Pokemon, I'm pretty sure it's been proven that you want to level them up or power them up all the way until the end of that version of the Pokemon and then evolve it. So we want to get Charmander all the way over here before we move him into Charmeleon. So what we're going to do is we're going to press power up. Yes, it's going to spend 200 Stardust
and one of our Charmander candies, and you guys can see he's already up to CP25, which is pretty exciting. So there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am super stoked about this, and I'm hoping I can make a really cool series. I know it's not the best in the world to watch me playing on my phone off of a camera, like recording a phone screen. So one thing I was thinking about doing is, if you guys really like this series after a few episodes and people are still digging it, I might go out and buy an Android phone or like an Android tablet, because those have the ability to directly screen record, so I can get some better footage for you guys. But that's only if you guys like it. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Thumbs up if you guys are excited for it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.